Flat day in the market, guys, yesterday. If you look at this chart, literally change 0.00%. And these are the last 2 days of trading right here. You could see it. We really haven't gone anywhere. Having said that, look at these two candlesticks. We talked about candlesticks and trading before. One of these days I need to do like a full tutorial on investing and charting basics. But anyways, you could see these two candlesticks, we ended flat on the day, 2108, but they look very different. One of these long rectangle here, one of these very short rectangle with a long tail. The difference being that yesterday's trading, we went down a lot for a long time. Um, I thought we were going to close low on the day. I thought we might even close below this blue line, the 50-day moving average. And instead we climbed back up and we closed above the blue line. We closed right where we started. So flat day, really nothing much happened. I did buy back the rest of my positions, the other half of the positions that I had sold on Monday. So now I'm back to being fully invested. Don't really plan on making any more trades at all until um, we're back down here at the red line again, which we haven't been now for the last 3 days. Having said that, guys, here's here's a look at the longer term. Right now, the market, again, this is the futures market. It looked like we are at 0.04%, so we're still flat. We were flat yesterday. We're flat in the pre-markets. We'll see how we close for the week. Today's Friday. A lot of bear sentiment around right now, guys. People are predicting oil's going to crash. Oil's going to go down to $30. The dollar is going to spike up. The stock market is going to crash. Biotech's going to crash. Everything is going to crash. Everyone's kind of predicting we're going to have this huge correction, which we haven't yet. And we might, but it just hasn't happened yet. And um, I was listening to CNBC yesterday, and one of these days I'm going to have to explain why I watch or listen to CNBC at all, and more importantly, how I consume CNBC information. You can probably tell from here that I'm not a day trader. I don't really pick individual stocks. There's a reason I listen to CNBC, but that's going to be for another podcast. Or, I'm sorry, that's going to be for another episode. But one of my favorite trader on CNBC and my second favorite person on CNBC is Karen Finerman, who's on the show Fast Money. My favorite person overall on CNBC is the journalist Melissa Lee. I think she's awesome. Shout out to Melissa Lee. Shout out to Karen Finerman. So, anyways, yesterday I was listening to CNBC in podcast form, and they had one of those guys on who, like I said, was, predicting doom and gloom, crash and everywhere. And this is what Karen Finerman said in response to that, and I thought it was a brilliant response. She said, well, it could come true, it might come true, you may have very good reasons for your argument, but I'm not going to sell my entire portfolio on these predictions. I'm not going to go out tomorrow and say sell, 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 and then short the market and get all aggressive just because some guy comes out and says, well, I think that everything is going to crash. If it does crash, if and when it does crash, then we can revisit that issue later, but it doesn't mean we have to go and do anything drastic now. So we'll see what happens for the end of the week. I'll do a longer term, uh, I'll do a video about the longer term market implications in the future. But you can see so far, this is the weekly chart, and this is what it looks like. We've stayed above this blue line. And what I'm saying, guys, and I think what Karen is saying too, is that, okay, fine, you might be right. The market could crash. Maybe it'll crash tomorrow. But if it starts to go down, then we'll take steps at that time to start selling our portfolio, which is what I did on Monday. But since we bounced back up above the red line, I bought back my positions. So we'll see. Like I said, the only other action I'm going to do at this point is if we go below this red line. Good luck with your trading today, and I will talk to you tomorrow.